Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RNG University. On tonight's episode, the Brothers War again. All right, so let's open another Brothers War collector booster box in hopes of getting them serialized cards. Actually, I just want some cool planeswalkers. I didn't get any Teferis, which is weird of all the boxes I opened. I really want to get some because that Teferi is wrecking the current control meta, I believe. Every time I play control deck, I want to run that Teferi. It's such a good card. And I think it has a lot of opportunities in EDH as well. So, let us begin our pack opening. This time, first pack, we get a cool-looking Sahiri token, or an emblem. I really love these emblems, like I keep saying. All right, let's see what we can get. Sit to know, Stalwart, and a bunch of crap. Nothing really matters. Oh, one thing about this card, the Ashnot Intervention that I want to point out, it's crap. It's for all the black instance that returns a creature to play if it dies, those are okay. This one returns the owner's hand. It's just, oh god, it's so bad. All right, we got an island. Mishra's Foundry. This is our, the buy a box promo, I believe. It's a good card in the meta when you have a control deck that you want to beat your opponent with like a little land creature, or if you have an aggro that filters out a monocolor deck. But other than that, it's not going to be that useful. Stasis Coffin. Like I said, I wanted to get this to work, but I never figured out how to. So it's just a borderless, iffy sort of a card right now. And then we got the Wondrous Crucible. I don't think I've had this before. Apparently you control games Ward 2. Ooh, I love Ward. And this is a really good card. Just having that ability alone. What else does it do, though? At the beginning of your end step, mill a card at random. Or mill 2 card. Then exile a non-land card random. From your graveyard, copy it. You may cast it with what? Well, it's a 7-mana artifact, but if you can cheat it out, it's actually not that bad. And then we got the Foundry Inspector, Starfoil. Starfoil is always nice. And then we got the Bone Saw, the Mind's Eye. This is a mythic. I'm gonna put the mythic over here just to separate a little bit. And then we got the Ratchet Field Medic. All right. Oh, and then we got a Staff of Domination. Very cool. Another mythic Starfoil, but the third staff that we got, I believe. And then Power Stone on the back, Saheeli. All right, so we did get a Ratchet. I don't want to show the back here, just to show the ambulance. All these Transformer cards do transform. That's something to keep in mind. All right, second pack, we got Gix Caress. Please don't correct me, Gix. Go away. We got Forest. Legion's 2 Ashes, exile permanent, and all non-token permanents, or all tokens that are with the same name. It's a sorcery. It's a throwback to the green-black one, I think, or yeah, Maelstrom Pulse. That's the card. Brushland, borderless. March of Progress. It's like March of Machines, but sorcery. Choose target artifact creature and make a copy of it. So not like Martian Machines at all. And you can overload that so everyone becomes the same copy, I guess. Burnish Heart, Starfoil. Just a Starfoil. Millstone. Ooh, we got another Ramos Dragon Engine. We got a lot of these. So if the more you get, the less they're valued because they probably show up a lot. So unfortunate. Blaster DJ. Combat DJ. And then we got the Blaster Morale Booster. That's a lot of stirs. I don't know how much that card is worth. Probably nothing. And the Gataxian Puppet. I wanted to make a deck that work with this. A draw 2 deck. And I think that does exist in the meta. But overall, I don't see this being that good of a card. This is a borderless foil. And then we got a Power Stone on the back. We get a Soldier. Okie dokie. That was it 3 packs? 2 packs? 3 packs? 2 packs. I don't know. I lost count. I can't count up to 2. That's too hard. Stern Lesson. This is lesson for now. All right. We got Lay Down Arms. This card's probably going to be worth something in the future. We got Mountain. Nothing. Lanor Waste. These lands are cool, I guess, but they're overprinted and they're not that good. So it's going to go away. Ashnot Flesh Mechanical Engineer. All right. I can't see this card working. I mean, it might be a good mono black commander, but there's so many other mono black commander that probably runs better. And Rescue Retriever. This is the card that's the extra in your Jumpstar. So, Soldier, Dog Retriever, something, Majigger. Not that good. And then we got Sogai Lantern, Starfoil. Swiftfoot Boot, not Starfoil. Thorn of Amnesty, Amethyst. Flame War, Brash Veteran. On the back, Flame War, Streetwise Operative. All right. And then we got a Starfoil, Maze Mind Tome. No numbers, not worth anything. And then we got a Power Stone on the back, an Elemental. I think I'm putting all the Power Stone this side. I should flip them all. Boom. All right, that was 3 packs. I can count up to 3 now. What the heck comes after 3? So we get the Swiftgear Drake. I almost called it Strake. All right, got Planks. Nothing crazy here. Simeon Simulacrum. A new Simulacrum that's way worse than the Solemn dude. So he's gonna go away. Mishra's Command. Terrible command. X. People were hyped about a command that has X and a mana cost. Turns out all the cards, all the X abilities are terrible. No one cares. And it's a sorcery. Just insult to injury. All right, we got Thopter Shop. Thopter Shop. Making Thopters tap means that it's not that good. You get a triggered ability to draw a card each turn, but there's a lot of artifacts that have triggered ability to draw a card each turn, and this is just not cutting the mustard. Mishra's Bubble, definitely a good card. It is a Starfoil retro border. In the long run, if they don't repair these to heck, it might be worth something. But for now, it's worth nothing. Silver Lantern, Door to Nothingness, not worth anything, but fun to ruin your opponent's day with. Slicer, Higher Muscle on the back. Slicer, High Speed Antagonist. I think I like Higher Muscle more. It sounds cooler. Ooh, okay. I think that's our first. No, it's not the card. Titania Nature Force. I thought it was the meld one. It's not. All right. Nature Force is just whenever you play a forest from your graveyard. You may play forest cards from your graveyard. Whenever you forest enter the battlefield, create a 5/3. And when an elemental you control dies, you can mill 3 cards. So you can keep recycling. Mono green commander for a really, really bad deck? Maybe. But it is a mythic from the... I got a soldier from the... What is it called? The commander. Brothers War Commander. The entire Brother War should have just been commander, because we got 2 big commanders in Brothers War with the brothers. All right, military discipline. Nothing too crazy here. We got a swamp, and we got a Loran of the Third Path. Funny how the Third Path, it's a thing, I guess, but only one of the Third Paths is really that good. It's the blue-red guy that makes 1/1s. Every other Third Path, nothing. Surge Engine, mythic, I guess. Other than that, nothing too crazy here. We got Thanos, Solemn Survivor. He's a cool guy. He's don't let the blue fool you. He's an Esper commander. You can create a token. As a copy of up to 1 target artifact token. So you get a copy of a token, basically. And you can sack 2 artifact tokens, exile an artifact creature from your graveyard, create a token as a copy of it, except it is artifact. Yeah, and you can do that as a sorcery. Very, very cool sort of a synergy to build around, and that's always fun, right? Thanos is a cool guy. In a story, I think he's Urza's apprentice. And then we got Springleaf Drum, Starfoil. This card probably does get run in Modern sometimes, and for Starfoil, it probably has some premium to it over the long term. Jalum's Tomb, no premium to that. Cloud Key used to be super expensive, now it's 50 cents. And then we got the Cyclonus Saboteur on the back. Cyclonus Cybertronian Fighter. It's not a word. Oh, and the card that breaks my heart the most. Urza's Command. You think in a set called Brothers War, focused on Urza and Mishra, with a command named after Urza. This card is just absolutely horrendous. These abilities are just terrible. And I cannot believe they made this card. Power Stone on the back, soldiers. I mean, Mishra's Command is one thing, because, the ability itself isn't that bad. It's just that it's a sorcery that's insult to injury. But Urza, it is an instant, which I guess you got that going. But everything else, all the other effects, is just scry 1, draw a card. You can't even choose that twice. All right, nothing too crazy here. Oh, we got the Evangel of Synthesis. I believe this card works in part of a draw 2 deck in current meta. You really need to flesh that kind of deck out, but it could work. And we got a Stonebrain. I was really hype about this card. Nobody else is, but I really like things like Extirpate, and a Surgical Extraction. There's just another one of those cards, but in colorless form. Could work. Not yet, but if the meta is more control and less aggressive Sky Strike Officer, mono blue, mono red, white blue aggro, it's less of those, then it could show up. But right now it wouldn't. Disciple of Callous Nin. This is the card where you phase your opponent's stuff out and permanents can phase in, I believe, or phase 5 things out. Permanents can phase in. We got the Millstone. I don't think this card is being played. So even Starfoil, there's no premium. Ivory Tower, go over there. Psychosis Crawler, go over there. Oh, we got the not shattered glass, but shattered glass, but not foil, I should say. Blitzwing, Cruel Tormentor. On the back, Blitzwing, Adaptive Assailant. All right, shattered, looks cool, purple and all. But without being foil, it's not worth anything. And Sculpting Steel. That's a cool card. I used to love Sculpting Steel back in Maraudon Age, where you can just copy, those broken artifacts, and now you have one too, right? Unfortunately, no numbers on the bottom means it's not worth anything. Starfoil, though. Power Stone, Bear. Ooh, bears. Two bears. All right, that's half the box. So far, I guess, a typical of a Brothers War box, right? At least the card quality itself, they're not horrendous. So, we got Tomacoke Scrapsmith. I don't really know why these commons are even in the Collector's Booster, because no one's buying Collector Boosters to draft, right? Who knows? Maybe someone is. Vision of Phyrexia, an enchantment. I actually like this card. It's not that good, but it's janky, and it might work in a janky deck, because basically you exile a card, and if you don't play that exile card at the beginning of your turn, okay, you exile a card at the beginning of your turn, and you may play that whole turn. If you don't, at the end of the turn, you get a tap Power Stone token, so you can use that Power Stone token over time, but then you exile your deck, so I don't know how good that is. In the Trenches, a mythic, good anthem effect. Also, you can exile a permanent your opponent controls. That could work. I just don't see it being played. I seriously think it could work, but I just don't see it being played. So, who knows? I'm probably missing something. Wire Surgeons. It's got Fear, which is really, really weird, because I thought they changed that name to Intimidate now. Each artifact creature card in your graveyard has Encore. Its Encore cost equal to mana value. Something. And then we got Self-Assembler. Not really seeing it. But Starfoil, nevertheless. Mishra's Bauble. We got Cage Sun, another mythic. We always get a bunch of these mythic, like retro. Which I appreciate, but hey, these are not worth anything. Psychonus, the Saboteur again, this time foil. And that weird word, the Cybertronian Fighter. And then we got the Sardine Avenger. They avenge all of my sardines, because, we eat them in a can sometimes. And now he's a goblin. Yeah, whatever. It's a commander card. And then we got Construct. Really, really cool looking Construct here. I mean, honestly, one thing I love about the current age meta, there's a lot of things you can dislike about it. The one thing I do like about it is some of the arts are just amazing. I know a lot of older artists like Richard King Ferguson, people really love and all that. I'm not down talking them in any way, but there are just some cool arts. Unfortunately, they're attached to bad cards. Planes. And we got Teresium Mindbreaker. Breaks your mind how bad it is, I guess. When it attacks, defending player mills half their library. I mean, milling half a library is nothing, and it's like a 7-mana card. Just, ugh. I don't know. I can't see that working. Transmogrifier Crown, though. This card I can see working. It's like a Skull Clam. Not as good, and also it must be in a black deck, in a commander, but hey. Overall, when a grip creature dies, you draw a card. That is a good effect. It's basically making a grip creature pay for itself. And then we got the Teresia Ballista. A menace, okay? When it attacks, you may sack another creature. If you do, destroy target creature opponent controls. So you sack creature, you can destroy their creature. You can keep doing that, maybe. I don't know. It's just 7 mana. This is just terrible all around. This is probably the what is that called again? The starter decks. Or the theme decks. What do they want to call it? The Jumpstart? Yeah, all the Jumpstart cards are just horrendous. All right, and then we got Foundry, Inspector again, Burnish Heart. We got Quintus Spike, and Megatron, Tyrant. Another Megatron that we got on the back. Megatron Destructive Force. Megatron's a tank? I don't watch Transformer enough to know that, but how is Megatron a tank and then Optimus Prime a truck? Doesn't tank just trump trucks normally? I don't know. Optimus Prime is cool, though. His trucks come out of nowhere and smash you. All right, we got Death Bloom Ritual. Kind of reminds me of one of the other rituals back in, what is that called? The Harry Potter set. But this card is a creature. Ritualist. And this card's a creature, and it has mana without destroying all of their two or less artifacts, so it's not that good, right? Add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Costs 5. When it costs 5 and you're adding mana, it's just not that great. You can get a Gilded Lotus at that level, and you can see how the stats play. Soldiers, that's another soldier token. All right, 4 more packs. Let's see what else we can get. We got a Thopter in the back, and in the front we have the Tuanos Tinkering. The word tinker brings back great memories. And we got the Perennial Behemoth. You may play lands from your graveyard, so it's like Crucible of the War, except it costs 5, and it's a 2/7 creature. Costing 5 is a lot more than Crucible of War. I get that, but being a 2/7 means that it's not as easily killed, right? So, you can't really burn it. You can't really deal damage to kill it without having a bunch of damage in. And then, also, the big thing is that it's an artifact, so you can't go for to throw it. The thing is, it can also unearth it if you want to, utilize it for a combo for 1 turn. So it's not that bad, honestly. Oh, this is the card I was really praising. Steel Seraph. It's an amazing card. You can choose a lot of modal abilities are awesome, and you have modal costs and you have modal effects. So that's crazy. The Archmandrite, I think I had one of these before. That's a cool, Jeskai commander in new commander set. But the effect itself is not that great. It's just cool looking. Not a mythic either. Burnished Heart. This one is really light for some reason. The printing looks like the ink went out. Alright, we got a Sogai Lantern again. Goblin Chowboucher. I remember that card back in the days. Blitzwing. Cruel Tormentor. We got one of these before. Adaptive Assailant. And Ashnod Flesh Mechanist. Foil this time, but I still don't see it working. Adopter. I just don't really like monocolor commanders. Like, I don't like monocolor decks at all. You see from all the gameplays I make. Third Path Savant, the best third path card there is, right? Infinite card draw. Just crazy. This card should be a mythic. Should be a super mythic. All right, we got a Swamp. We got Awakened Woods. This card is really, really awesome because you create X/1/1 Green Forest Dryad. Land creature. This is a lot of words. All right, but basically, you create a bunch of dry arbors. They're all forests, which means that you can use them for mana next turn. Or if your creature have haste, you can use them for mana this turn. In Commander, that's a big boom. So I would say this card has its premium attached. Only mythic that's in the regular border. We got Tyrant of Kieran Ridge. This is the Jumpstart card again. Another one of the Jumpstart card. Don't care. Artificer's Dragon. I think this is also a Jumpstart card. I might have gotten these two confused. 376 and 341. Yeah, this is not a Jumpstart card. This is the Jumpstart card. They're all trash anyways. Who cares? Ornithopter. I don't see it being played anymore, so it's probably not demanding any premium. Swiftfoot Boot. Rune Chanter's Pike. Here's Optimus Prime. Prime Hero. On the back, Optimus Prime. Autobot later. I don't know which one's better between him and Megatron. Car-wise, I don't know. Right? But it's a truck versus a tank, so come on. Quicksilver Amulet. Starfoil. Yeah, okay. And then we got Power Stone on the back. Soldier. 2 more packs. All right, we didn't get to Fairy, but we got his token at least. I saw in the back. Mr. Handsome Devil himself. Blanchwood Prowler. Not Blanchwood Armor, don't care. Monetary Sphere used to be cool, but I think the reprint is so much just this year. I've had like 4 million of those cards. All right, Fake Urza. Prince of Kororg. Artifact creature you can get +2/+2. Has nothing. Urza's Liberator. Urza's Battlethopter. That's a good card. Not in Standard. Not that good in Standard. But in Commander, having all your artifacts have Flash is insanely good. And then it has additional effects. So, by itself, it's a good card. All right, and then we got Sandwell, Avenger Ace. This is as long as an artifact creature you control is attacking, prevent all damage that will be dealt to it. So you got to attack with an artifact creature. And when it becomes tapped, you can exile the top and then put a vehicle or artifact spell. You can cast a vehicle or artifact spell from amongst them. Not for free, though. You got to cast it. And then put the rest on the bottom. So that is that. Here. Mishra's Bubble goes over there. Starfoil. Ivory Tower. I wish I could be in an Ivory Tower with all the cocktail parties. Scrap Tower. Actually, nah. Probably better to play Magic. Ratchet. Field Medic again. This is the ambulance. And then we got a Battlefield Forge. I guess. I don't know. These are not that nice. Just because of the way the foiling's done, it just looks like a black card. There's nothing. Can't really make the art out. Power Stone, Teferi token. All right, last pack. What are we gonna get? Watch, there's gonna be 16 basic lands. Oh, okay, 15 basic lands and a token. So we got Overwhelming Remorse from buying this box. It makes sense. And we got Planks. We got another Tyrant of Courage. Nothing. No, it should go over there because it's not borderless. So many different formats or different styles. Hajar, Loyal Bodyguard. Can you be loyal to give you some good cards? Farid, Enterprising Salvager. Okay, this is a lot of abilities. Mono Red Commander. Whenever a non-token artifact control from the graveyard, create a colorless artifact token named Scrapped. Oh, and you can sack a Scrap to do stuff. Or you can sack any artifact to do stuff. That's its ability. Sigil of Valor. Two mana. +1/+1 for each other creature. It's a big pump. But I don't see it working. Self-Assembler. Adaptive Automaton. And another Shattered Glass non-foil. Basically nothing. Mr. Slicer. Higher Mechanic. And Mr. Slicer again. The High Speed Antagonist. All right, go over there, High Speed. And then we got the Fauna Shaman. That's it, Fauna Shaman. Good old Fauna Shaman in your Birthing Pod deck. And a Soldier. That is the whole box. So, all right, so let's do a little bit of review of what we got in the box really quickly. Because I kind of want to sort out the Mythics. I feel like we didn't get shafted by the Mythics, but the values of the Mythics aren't that crazy. None of these are Mythics anyways. All right, so these are the Mythics that we got. Mind's Eye, Ramos, Cage Sun, I believe, and then a single Staff of Domination. Is there any other Mythics here? No. Starfoil, you only get one. And then we got the Titania, the Tuanos, Solemn Survivor, and here I think we might have one more. I might have just miscounted that. Oh, in the trenches, yeah, that was. Oh, and Surge Engine, of course. That's also a mythic for some reason. So these are all the mythics that we got. It's not crazy. It's not even good, right? It's borderline bad. But the cards themselves are fun to play with. At the very least, a lot of these cards are, I think, can be utilized in decks. They're not just trash. Like, Cage Sun is probably trash. Mind's Eye is probably trash now at this point. No one's going to run it. Ramos, we have 4 of. In just 3 boxes that we open. So, funny enough, Staff of Domination, we might also have 4 of, just in the 3 boxes that we open. I don't know how that happened. These 2 cards I've never seen before in my life, and look fun. Didn't get any Mel cards, unfortunately. That's really what I was looking for. That I had a chance of getting, but didn't get it. Got a bunch of Transformers. So hopefully these appreciate in the long term. But in the short term, I don't think anyone's gonna want these Transformers. Don't take these to your local game shop. They're gonna laugh you out of the room. Maybe Transformer Commander in a Magic deck. Who knows? Maybe someone will be okay with it. And that's it. That's the whole box. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.